Okay. There we go. There. Sorry. What about anyway? What are we doing? I don't even know what. Silence now. Okay. Is DTS even on? DTS is on. I forgot about TikTok, honestly. I'll start once we figure out what we're doing, honestly.
Mateo_Lopez on Twitch said, "Why am I in Hall of Shame?" It's super great message there.
Even Sarah was asking questions about this. Even Sarah was about this. I think we're gonna do RV there yet. Update info. There. Game should get updated now.
L158 but_bot on Kick said category changed to RV there yet. L158 but_bot on Kick said title changed to I don't know.
There. Don't want me bump up my headphones. So we're here. Okay. What do y'all want to do a new one? Oh wait, let me start TikTok. Oh wait, y'all even can't even see my screen. Bro, I'm stupid. Game capture. There's a window capture. Sure, we are gonna be capturing. That and cut. There. I think we're just gonna honestly continue on with that route. Or wait, is there some scrap metal? Hold on. Yeah, TikTok is cooked actually. That laptop drives are cooked.
Mateo_Lopez on Twitch said Saul of Shame Hex.
What? Okay, bro. Okay, bro. So yeah, I think we're just gonna honestly. And I think we'll just drive like this. What is it for engine? Guys, I think I am down here. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Snake on TikTok says Bud.
Yeah, no. Hold on. Go right. You welcome in, but I think, yeah, we're about to fall off a cliff.
Lotus Isabella Lotus on TikTok says hey.
Hey, guys, sorry about that. Hi, Isabella. Hi, Cobra. I just saw that. I literally just almost drove off a cliff in the game, so. Yeah, now we're back on track.
Mateo_Lopez on Twitch said rest in peace to L158 Sudbex. Lotus Isabella Lotus on TikTok says Heen.
Hi, Isa. Okay, what did I just read in Twitch chat? And more importantly, why can y'all not even see that chat? Why can't you?
L158 Bud on Twitch said
There.
test.
Yeah, no, it does work. Okay. I'll do this like 15 minutes or until we get to the next checkpoint, then I'll get on GD, honestly. Where are we? YouTube is not. Oh. No. We don't want to drive in there. We don't want to. Also, I'm gonna stream GD. That's what gets me views. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm done with this game. We're going to GD.
Daddy, chill.
Samsky68 on TikTok says WSP bro.
What up? What game is this? This is RV there yet, but we're about to actually put to go to GD.
Samsky68 on TikTok says what is this game?
Hold on, I'm pulling up Geometry Dash in Steam, and then I'll update the titles on everything.
Samsky68 on TikTok says I was gonna say. Samsky68 on TikTok says I was gonna say.
Yo, what? Okay, bro. Okay, what are we doing?
Samsky68 on TikTok says I was gonna say.
Yeah, notice how it doesn't read it?
Samsky68 on TikTok says I was gonna say.
In fact, do you want to know what's that's literally gonna happen? All that's gonna happen to you is just...
Samsky68 on TikTok says I was gonna say.
Report. Hold on, wait
L158 but underscore bot on Kick said category changed to Geometry Dash.
We don't hear jump bot.
Samsky68 on TikTok says Danjit bro.
Block down, honestly.
Samsky68 on TikTok says MB bro loudly crying face.
My heart is sunshine.
Samsky68 on TikTok says you got me. Samsky68 on TikTok says does that work?
No.
Samsky68 on TikTok says what's your hardest?
Sunshine. Oh shoot, I forgot. I'm gonna restart on TikTok just so that we get views back. Give me a second, guys. If you're on Twitch, if you're on TikTok, join right back. Oh my goodness!
Mateo underscore Lopez on Twitch said hydrate.
I hate, I just started up TikTok. Alright, I'm gonna go get water super quickly. I literally have a water tube that I'm drinking water from. Talk about laziness, but no, I'm drinking water. Yeah, no, I hate this game.
Mateo underscore Lopez on Twitch said species called a human who used to be called caveman broken heart.
Okay, bro, what are we saying?
Lopez on Twitch said the percentage bar is tweaking GNG.
I know. You don't even hear that? I shouldn't actually do that. I'm chugging this water basically. I literally just need to get this from the other room and then halfway through the bottle. Please don't make me do another hydrate. Please don't let me do another hydrate. Thank goodness it's not a hydrate redemption. Please, did I put a cooldown on that? Did I put a cooldown on it? I actually am curious. Did I put a cooldown on it?
3 Superscript 3 on TikTok says delete Dandy World in Goon Corner it corny.
You realize it's community suggested as well as, yeah, I got you. I'm genuinely planning on removing that. I actually was planning on removing that anyway. Yeah, there is no cooldown. There is no cooldown.
3 Superscript 3 on TikTok says I only said Dandy's World not the entire thing.
I know, but I was gonna remove it anyway, so. Mateo, I swear if you redeem another hydrate, I'm actually gonna crash out.
3 Superscript 3 on TikTok says bark fart.
What are we saying? What are we saying? Why are we in practice now?
Mateo _ Lopez on Twitch said broken heart crying face rolling on the floor laughing face blowing a kiss sparkles anxious face with sweat face holding back tears rainbow chest on brain red heart sandwich loudly crying face screaming in fear rainbow flag prince code victory hand croissant goblin couple with heart man face with tears of joy bread alien monster globe showing America's purple heart wilted flower angry face with horns. 3 Superscript 3 on TikTok says shut up Mateo.
Dang, TikTok chat beefing with Twitch chat.
Mateo _ Lopez on Twitch said nope.
I need to have my finger ready.
Heartsuit JD on
something.
TikTok says what's good.
What's good? I need to have my finger literally ready to just. What is it?
3 Superscript 3 on TikTok says distorted face emoji.
Alright, I'm playing with show trajectory and no clip. Show trajectory and hitboxes. I cannot beat this level without it.
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says I'm sorry I need to stop.
What did you
say?
say?
Mateo _ Lopez on Twitch said I will Rio your lower body off and feed it to my dog and start turning your intestines into soup if you tell me to shut up one more time TikTok. 3 Superscript 3 on TikTok says I.
Are we saying Mateo? No, I'm saying
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says it got filtered.
Bruh. Oh my goodness. JD with 11 cent. Yeah, we're done with that level. What the hell? Why is my YouTube popped out? Why is my YouTube
Snake on TikTok says what's up, bud.
What up? Honestly, I'm paying more attention to YouTube. Guys, we're gonna be. You know what? I'm actually bored. We're joining Stream VC.
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says whack me.
Okay, bro. What are we saying? Maddox with the follow. Thank you. Wrong one. Let me join Stream VC. Guys, if
Maddox
you're not in the
Palmer on
Discord-
TikTok says N-word.
Okay. Okay, I need to actually have that as keyword.
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says rainbow.
Guys, if you want to join the Discord, link is in the chat.
Maddox Palmer on TikTok says C. Snake on TikTok says I love dildos in my BIH.
Okay, okay, bro, okay.
Gatorade 39 on TikTok says hi. Mateo
Gatorade,
Lopez on Twitch
Gatorade.
said bro just say fuck, normally it's easy.
Let's make it, what are we saying?
Snake on TikTok
Desmond
says I
Stream
love
BC.
dildos in my BIH.
Okay, bro.
Maddox Palmer on TikTok says it red. Heartsuit JD on TikTok says such a good boy.
Okay.
Gatorade 39 on TikTok says let's make a dildo.
He's verifying back
Heartsuit
on
JD
track.
on TikTok
I am
says
not
fuck.
verifying back on track.
Subspace
I am not.
on TikTok
Look,
says he's verifying back on track.
I'm not verifying back on track.
Mateo Lopez on
what are we
Twitch said I
saying?
love dildos in my dag.
What is in my... What?
Maddox Palmer on TikTok says my butthole is dripping.
What? So we're saying anything.
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says fuck me daddy.
How did TikTok not actually filter that? How did TikTok not filter that? That is actually insane. How is TikTok not filtering that?
Mateo Lopez on Twitch said I love watching gay porn.
Okay, bro. Okay, bro.
Subspace on
Christian,
TikTok says he has the world record on back on track.
I can't even
Christian
reach
D
out.
on TikTok says yo punk.
Okay, bro.
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says my butthole is full of.
What are we saying? What?
Maddox
TikTok.
Palmer on TikTok says fuck MYE butthole while Myco is coming.
Okay, so TikTok.
Mateo
You see this one right
Lopez
here?
on Twitch said after 10 years will he finally verify back in track.
Guys, you see?
Heartsuit JD on
What are
TikTok
the
says what are
decimals
all
for?
the
I don't know.
decimals for?
I don't know. Everybody comments about that.
Christian D on TikTok says free gift dropping in 3, 2, 1.
Follow.
Psych.
Yo, can you, what? What are you thinking?
Subspace on TikTok says can you play a femgram level I need to goon.
Okay, bro.
On TikTok says here's a galaxy, CK.
Yeah, notice how it doesn't read it. Okay, but it will read that one, so y'all lost your voice.
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says I spread my legs now eat it.
What are we saying? What are we saying?
Maddox Palmer on TikTok.
That is actually insane. That is actually insane. That is actually insane. That is actually... TTS doesn't read other languages, BTW. And also get banned. Banned. And JD, I'll give you mod. Add moderator. JD, I just saw that. Thank you for the kudos to my star. I just saw that. Move that right there. Moderator added. Just like that, y'all have a voice now. I wasted my last coin. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. There. We're having
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says bud. Tai Pajas Na Cocos.
What? Thank you for the follow.
White medium star
Tom
Ellie
Bro.
Brody's white medium
Yo,
star on
yes.
TikTok says you love.
Notice how it
Tom
doesn't
Pearl
read
on
it.
TikTok says can I have TDS?
It does read other languages.
Mateo Lopez on Twitch said galaxy in 3, 2, 1 CKU. Haha you thought pew 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 pew. Heartsuit JD on TikTok says it does read other languages. Yoquariamuta on TikTok says 3. Subspace on TikTok says YouTube chat type 3 for femgram.
YouTube. Is there anybody in
Tom
YouTube?
Pro on TikTok says got dildo up my ass, cause I got no class.
Is there anyone on YouTube? There's no one in the horizontal.
Daddy, chill.
For following.
And there's nobody in vertical. Yeah, there's no one in.
Monk OK button
Why
on
doesn't
TikTok
TDS not
says
work? It
why
does.
doesn't TDS work?
It does.
Subspace on TikTok says no matter what chat you're in type 3 for a femgram level.
Okay, bro.
Subspace on TikTok says 3. Monk OK button on TikTok says A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O Fosang.
Yeah, notice how I didn't read the last part. And yeah, that can help. Okay.
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says placing. Heartsuit JD on TikTok says housing.
Yeah, we're done with Back on Track. Horror Guys this.
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says pussy.
Bro, you aren't even following. Why would you get TTS if you're not following?
Daddy, chill.
And then we have a no guy. And then we have a no name that's following.
On TikTok says hello.
Marcel, thank you for following.
Marcel on TikTok says can I get TDS I'm following.
Automatic. Do you think I'll give everyone manual?
On TikTok says where's is my meter. Subspace on TikTok says hello no name.
Daddy, chill.
Marcel on TikTok says oh got it. Marcel on TikTok says beans peanuts beans peanuts beans peanuts beans peanuts beans peanuts beans.
Daddy, chill.
Yo, did my laptop die?
User 35757 United States Mexico on TikTok says testing. Subspace on TikTok says TDS doesn't read most languages due to people saying N-word and other stuff.
Yo.
Heartsuit JD on TikTok says do you math debate your pool C. Subspace on TikTok says holy lag. Marcel on TikTok says eggplant peach. Mateo_Lopez on Twitch said where the fuck is my TDS?
There, you have it.
Marcel on TikTok says peach eggplant. Heartsuit JD on TikTok says oh. Heartsuit JD on TikTok says well good night bud. Heartsuit JD on TikTok says YouTube bet. Heartsuit JD on TikTok says what's your YT? Heartsuit JD on TikTok says K.
Alright, we're done.
I wanna know what it is to I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you all the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanna know how it feels to I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you. I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you. I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you all the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanna know how it
I'm lost in trouble. What the?
I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you all the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanna know how it feels to I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you all the time. I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you all the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanna know how it feels to I wanna know I wanna know I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you all the time.
Mateo_Lopez on Twitch said I get angered at people who climb at Tamata Hake Tangi Hangako Ao Automat teacher of Pukakapai Kamaka Horo Nokupokai Henua Katana de Huo.
I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you. I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you all the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanna know how it feels to have our fingers intertwined.
I'm actually about to quit this level. I'm actually about to quit this level.
Mateo_Lopez on Twitch said Mateo_Sopus Lex.
My stream deck isn't even working. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I can't even soundboard. Let that connect, then hopefully we can soundboard.
I wanna know what I wanna know I wanna know
How long
what
does it
it
take?
is
Mateo_Lopez
to tell you
on
I
Twitch
like
said
you
go
all the
fucking shit.
time.
Whoa, yeah, I forgot you can say that on Twitch.
Whoa, I wanna know how it feels to
I forgot you can say that on Twitch.
I wanna know what it is to tell you I like you all the time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanna know how it feels to have our fingers intertwined. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I wanna
Yo, we're about to end. Guys, my end shortcut isn't even working, bro. Guys, have a wonderful day wherever you are.
Mateo_Lopez on Twitch said what I stick dildos into this hole in the ground.
Okay, we're pausing the outro music for that. We're literally gonna pin a shame, and screen capture shame. Yeah, we're literally just dealing with it a little bit. Alright, there we go. Guys, have a wonderful day night. Wherever you are, remember there's one person out there. That person is your wife. Oh yeah, one more cool feature that I'm about to do. Look at that. Guys, have a wonderful night wherever you are. Remember there's one person out there. That person's your wife. Adios amigos. Have a wonderful night wherever you are. Oh yeah, it does not change.